When Serena went missing, I looked in all the places she might go, and she wasn't anywhere. Just like a lot of the other girls weren't anywhere. I thought, oh no, when Serena didn't show up at her corner one night, and not the next night or the next. And then she didn't show up to church Wednesday. She always went to church Wednesday and told her man Asia it was for free hot dogs, but it was really for church. She told me that secret. Once a man came who smelled so bad, everybody pulled away. But Serena said, "Welcome. You are with friends. Have a hot dog." She said she picked me to love because of my name, Angel, and because of my face. But then she loved me just because. She said that. She said her heart's desire was to see an angel. She said, if I could see an angel, that would mean I'm still God's little girl. She said, Angel, if you get scared sometime, on a bad date, do this. She stared big-eyed at nothing over my head and said, Angel, Angel. I laughed, said, You see an angel? She said, No, not yet, but just saying it or thinking about one has powers. Really, Serena? I said. Ha, really? You think there's such a thing as angels? She said soft, Maybe. But she meant, yes, really. The first time Call told me to get out there, and me scared and not knowing anything, and Call watching from the cafe across the street, saying no more candy for free. That first time, Serena said, I'll tell you what I know. She said, Your eyes be always on the man. You don't have eyes for anyone but him. You don't have business with anybody but him. That's the only way he can stand it. If you aren't alive, except when he needs you to be. Serena taught me about drinks and dinner, told me how to make it go fast, how to fake it. She said, And don't you forget, your name suits you. When she wasn't at church Wednesday, I said, Asia, where is she? He said, She's run out on me. I thought, but did not say, she gave me her running away money to hide under my mattress, and it is still there. Last church Wednesday, Serena said to me, Angel, you write about Nana, who had a pretty house and pretty parents, and was a 10-minute walk from Mickey D's. One day, she didn't go home for supper, and then she didn't go home for curfew, and then she didn't go home. Nana went for a burger and ended up at Hastings in Maine. Her man, the one who found her lonesome, said to his friends, It's the ones from good homes who follow orders best. It's the ones from good families who have the best social skills, who never learned how to fight. They make the best money. Serena said to me, Tell the story of Connie, who said, I'm leaving the life behind, who said, I'm going to testify against the man who brought me here and dogged me awful. She said, I'm going to protect other girls and get that boy in jail. On courtroom day, there he was, wearing a pink tie, and in every seat of the courtroom were his buddies, saying with eyes, if he goes down, so do you. Right how Connie failed to prove to the judge that she was in imminent and present danger. So her man walked away, and Connie got found dead, strangled by a pink tie. Serena said, John the John has made you read that poem, has taught you fancy words and fancy grammar. Angel, you tell about Blood Alley and Pigeon Park, the cardboard tents and the water rats and the delousing showers, the SROs and the cockroaches, the people drinking out of puddles, and all the girls going missing. Tell all that, Angel. I said no. She said yes. I said no. She said yes. I said no.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it. at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.